We're in Burlington, Vermont, and I got me some Frankie Giglio.
What up, Josh?
How you doing, man? What are we doing? What is this?
Well, we're in town from the White Mountains, me and my wife here, Super Goji Girl.
Hello, Camille.
Hi.
And we are here in Burlington to see Rosemary Gladstar tonight. We're gonna make a little chocolate to get us pumped up and feeling good so we can head over there and heckle.
How do we do it?
So, first step is to take some cacao butter, and then you want to chop it up and put it into a container like what we have here is a double boiler. And you can put it on a hot plate or your stove and on very gentle heat, melt it down. Or if you've gotten rid of your stove, you can put it into a bowl in the dehydrator and just go low temperature. It takes maybe 20 minutes to a half an hour or a little longer to melt it down. And so once you have this, then it's time to add all our ingredients. So the first thing we're going to do is add a little bit of stevia, about a half a teaspoon or so. Then we're going to dump that in there and give it a quick little stir. And then we'll start adding some other goodies. Today we're going to use agave nectar, and this is a clear agave. It's a really nice product by Ultimate Superfoods. Some people prefer honey, some people prefer xylitol, some people prefer just agave. I like to use a little bit of stevia and then either agave or honey so that you don't have to use as much sweetener. We're going to add a little bit of vanilla powder.
Where do you like to get your vanilla powder?
The vanilla powder is also Ultimate Superfoods. This chocolate today might actually be a big push for that company because I think we're using all their products.
Yay!
The vanilla powder is really nice because it's a full bean ground up and it really goes a long way, so you don't have to use as much as you would an extract, or you don't have to worry about processing by scraping the bean and getting the inside. So once we have the vanilla, we're going to add a big heaping tablespoon of maca, just because maca is a really powerful herb and we like to have that in all our food all the time. Great hormonal balancer for men and women. And we're going to put a little pinch of crystal salt just to help bind all those flavors and accent the sweetener. So we're going to do a little plug for my company, and we're going to add some Frank's Finest chai tea mix.
Let me see that label.
We have some wonderful ingredients like passion flower and damiana and clove and cardamom and star anise and black peppercorn. And we're going to add about a big tablespoon, really give it a lot of like oomph to our chocolate. And now we have the base of all our flavors, and so now it's time to start adding our cacao powder. And I always like to first add through a sifter so we get all the chunks out of there. And we won't be doing necessarily recipes right now, but in general you want to look at about 2 parts powder to 1 part fat. And we're just going to keep adding and stirring until we create the consistency and the flavor we're looking for. Well, let's look at the consistency here. French term would be called nappe, and that means to coat the back of a spoon. And so that's what you're looking for. If you go onto the sides of the jar, then you pour back, it's nicely coated. And you want to see that it's not so separated. So we have some cool molds. If you don't have, these are usually sold as ice cube trays. If you don't have these, you could use a big like baking sheet and put a little parchment down on there, or you could use a dish and make like a bark, or you could just eat it out of the bowl and have do shots of chocolate syrup. And then what you could do now is you could either drop a couple goji berries on the bottom of the molds and then pour chocolate on top. You could throw your favorite nuts or seeds. You could throw some bee pollen in there. Just go nuts. And then once you have all your molds filled, you could throw it into the refrigerator for a slow chill, or you could throw it in the freezer for a fast chill. And once they're solidified, they're ready to rock. Then you could wrap them in foils and give them away, sell them for $1 a piece, or do whatever you gotta do.